Circuit Court is now in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding, calling case 2021-3007 DM Elizabeth Klein versus Matthew Klein. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, 2025 at 9:38 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Ms. Oatman on behalf of the plaintiff, Ms. Green on behalf of the defendant. This matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion for entry of money judgment. Ms. Oatman.
Yes, Your Honor. Mostly I will rely on what we stated in our motion. I would just like to add a little bit more clarifying information. With the safe, there was no key brought to the exchange, and we're not actually disputing the fact that there were items brought to the exchange, but all of the items were non-functioning. No key was brought for the safe. The dead batteries are inside. It is not a fingerprint or otherwise biometric type of safe. Therefore, it was inoperable in the way that the defendant was ordered to bring items. He did not bring the key to that. For the drone, he refused to fly it at the exchange. My client had to order parts to even get it charged. Once she got it charged, then she found out it had a fatal error message. Same thing with the RC cars. A subset was brought to this exchange, but my client was desirous of finishing this mess. And so she didn't fight over the fact that they weren't all there, including $800 controllers that should have been there. And the parts were, again, non-operable. My client had to order chargers that were appropriate for these devices. And once she got those parts, another fatal error message. So we are asking the court to grant us the money judgment in the amount that we've requested so that she can replace these items. And I believe that would satisfy this part of the parties' disputes.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Green, your response.
Yeah, so there are three items, Your Honor. One is these RC cars. Ms. Fogel had the option to choose two of them. Mr. Klein brought bins and bins and all of the cars that they had, all the accessories. We provided pictures in our exhibits of everything that he brought to the exchange. Ms. Fogel picked her two, was able to test them, Mr. Klein gave additional accessories that weren't even required. He said, take whatever you want. He gave her everything for the cars. Regarding the handgun safe, it is located inside the security safe, which Ms. Fogel has had now for over a year. The issue is that the handgun safe is located inside a security safe that at this point, neither party is able to access. Mr. Klein said, look, I think I can help you. I think there's a backdoor into this, but you got to bring the safe. I don't know exactly. I haven't seen this in over a year. Ms. Fogel didn't bring it to the exchange. Mr. Klein does not have a key. At this point, he says, look, go ahead and destroy it. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't have a key and I don't have a way into the security safe for you to have the access to the handgun safe. In terms of the drone, he brought the drone, he provided it. It was in working order when he gave it to her. It's now 5 months past the parties' exchange, which occurred in September. This is the first time that a motion's been filed. We didn't hear anything from counsel. Ms. Fogel didn't reach out to Ms. Klein. Everything was in working order 5 months ago when Mr. Klein provided everything to Ms. Fogel.
Okay. Ms. Oatman, what's your response? He's saying that I brought all the RC cars. She could pick anything she wanted, and this is what she picked.
He did not bring all of the component parts and accessories. There were two $800 Futaba controllers that were specifically not brought to the exchange. He told her he would have appropriate adapters shipped to her for charging. She was not able to test those devices at the exchange. When she ordered and received the appropriate adapters, which all took a significant amount of time, that's when she found that unrecoverable error. As far as the drone, it wasn't working. And the safe, it was not inside another safe. He was supposed to bring the key. He did not bring the key. He failed to bring the things in operable condition, and that is our complaint.
Well, in this case, the court will note that the court had entered an order after hearing on 9/16/24, which stated personal property not exchanged on 9/3/24. The court shall award money judgment in the amounts outlined in paragraph 5 of the plaintiff's motion. And it appears that there were some items that were brought. There's a dispute as to what's operable and not operable. The court's not going to get into that. There obviously doesn't appear. What the court will do is the court will grant the plaintiff's motion in this particular matter as to the property
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You're free to go. Have a good.
That's what's your today's sister.
I
All
know.
right, let me go ahead and call this here real quick.
Thank you.
All right, the 37th Circuit Court is in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, 2025 at 1:33 p.m. For 2024-2727 DM, Paul Schleier versus Kayla Schleier. Attorney Podolsky is for the plaintiff and Attorney McKenzie for the defendant.
Well, good afternoon to everyone.
Good
Hey,
afternoon, Your Honor.
And I have a note that your case is settled prior to mediation. Is that accurate?
No,
Well,
not quite, not quite. All right, the
if you want to go
parties
ahead,
are-
Carol, yeah, go ahead.
All right, the parties are chatting about possible reconciliation. My client, Mrs. Schleier, has requested that this matter be put off for maybe another month or closer to the 6-month mark. 6-month mark will be around the 3rd week of March. I think that would be a good idea because I think either the parties will reconcile or Mr. Schleier will, by that point, have had the opportunity to come up with a plan to buy out Mr. Schleier's interest in the marital residence. So they need a little bit more time, Your Honor, and I think it's worth their while and worth the court's time to adjourn this to maybe, I don't know, 1st of March, mid-March. What do you suggest, Ms. Podolsky?
I would just have one date that I'm unavailable in March, but what Carol is stating is accurate. The issues are resolved if, unfortunately, this does proceed and ultimately resolve in a divorce, but with just that exception of how my client would be refinancing the house.
Okay. Why don't I put about mid-March, and we'll get you back in and see where we're at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll let you go and not take up any more of your time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a